Welcome to History 101, Rumble of Discontent. Today, we are going to talk about disagreements people had with Franklin Roosevelt's programs during the Great Depression. Franklin Roosevelt had promised the country a bold, persistent experimentation in his programs outlined in the New Deal. The activism of the new administration greatly helped to rally up the national spirit in times of despair. However, the optimism and excitement of the New Deal dwindled as many of the government programs proved ineffective. Despite the exertions of the NRA and the AAA, the reopening of banks, and the efforts of federal relief agencies, the Depression still persisted. The disillusionment with Roosevelt and his New Deal ran deepest among the unemployed and farmers, along with reformers and radicals. Today, I've brought many different experts to talk to you a little bit more in depth about some of the problems people had with Roosevelt's New Deal and government programs.
Hi, I'm Professor Simring, and I'm here to discuss the movement towards communism during the Great Depression. Some politicians, like Burton Wheeler and Floyd Olson, thought that the government should create a cooperative society, which was a form of socialist radicalism. Ideas like this strongly appealed to the intellectuals in the League for Independent Political Action. However, for some, Olson and the socialists were not radical enough. Members of the Communist Party of the United States of America, known shortly as the CPUSA, believed that only the reconstruction of American society on the Soviet model would help the Depression. The Daily Worker claimed that the NRA was a fascist slave program, and many CPUSA members went as far as comparing Roosevelt's programs with those of Hitler's.
Another major player in the opposition was Huey Long. Huey Long was a very powerful governor and U.S. Senator. He rose through the ranks of the Louisiana government to take the state's top post in 1928. Long dominated basically every governing institution within Louisiana and used that power to expand programs for underdeveloped social services. He joined the U.S. Senate in 1935, where his ideas of radical redistribution of wealth increased. He voiced populist resentments that many Americans felt toward the wealthy elite.
How many men ever went to a barbecue and would let one man take off the table what's intended for 9/10 of the people to eat? The only way you'll ever be able to feed the balance of the people is to make that man come back and bring back some of that grub he ain't got no business with.
He promised the public a share of wealth plan which included confiscatory taxes that would down large fortunes, and the revenue would be used to guarantee everyone a minimum annual income of $2,500. He eventually launched his own national political organization and was prepared to run for the presidency when he was killed by the son-in-law of a political opponent of his.
Hopefully what you have gathered from this video is that many people were discontent with Roosevelt. Because of this, they decided to take action about what they thought would help the country. Politicians like Huey Long and Floyd Olson spoke up about injustices and instead of complaining, actively thought of new ways to resolve them.